All right, hear me out. $67 upgrade kit, $30 main figure. This entire kit is around 30 bucks on AliExpress. I'm just saying it's a good buy. I'm just saying. Look at it. What's up, Nats? Today we're going to be taking a look at the morally dubious Baiwei Toys Maintenance Team Leader, Optimus Prime from Transformers Animated. This is a bootleg of two products, the Voyager class Transformers Legacy Animated Optimus Prime, and third-party upgrade kit, just slammed into one, just legally amazing pack. I'm not gonna lie, look, when it comes to buying bootlegs and stuff, it's your money, spend it as you wish. If it's a good product, I'm gonna get it. There's been plenty of third-party unlicensed stuff that people love and rave about. You got yourself stuff like Felix Toys, Rorschach, CT Mess, whatever his name is, Black Spidey. You got stuff like that. Hell, CT just rips off MOFX molds and SHF molds. So it was made. Buying this is not going to unmake it. And hell, if it's a better product than the original, I'm gonna get it. Which in this case, I'd say, yeah, they kind of did a good job. And that's ignoring this. We can talk about third-party stuff later when we get to accessories. Just the base figure alone, I feel like there is a definite upgrade here, which you'll see when we get to the robot mode. Covering the truck though, you know, because I kind of just review action figures most of the time, so I guess this is, but not really, because we're gonna look at it twice. It's a nice truck. It's really tightly designed off the Transformers Animated show with some extra greebling. I like that. I like when there's greebling. It rolls. It does truck things. It looks very angular. Got some great angles on it, which I love. The silver paint is very shiny and lovely looking. And there's die cast in the back. I think that's what really gives it a lot of oomph, you know, because this die cast is his kneecaps, and it really helps the vehicle roll. Probably, I don't know, physics, fun physics. You know what, fuck it, let's take a look at what I'm good at. Robot mode. Got so eager to take a look at robot mode, I forgot I could readjust. There we go. All right, let's take a look at this guy's beautiful robot mode. Oh, hello. That's part of the reason I love this. Yeah, you explode the truck. I forgot to do this. You put the tires back, fold out the feet, which are really poorly hidden, honestly. Pull out these parts, extend his legs, and just coil it all back within itself. That's super satisfying. And do that, and there you go. Then you uncoil these parts, and you just kind of want to explode the truck even more. Oh, I forgot you have to untap this. So then all these parts are allowed to, hold on, are allowed to come out. And yeah, you're kind of seeing what's going to happen, right? So you want to rotate the upper torso around, and then you plug these into the side, forming his torso. And you finish up the torso by folding these little flaps down. Well, obviously, you know, putting the torso within itself. There you go. That's a crazy silhouette. Arms fold out, and you rotate them down. Arms fold out, rotate them down. And then the hands come out of the forearms. Come on. There you go. Bada bang, bada boom, bada bam. You got yourself an Optimus Prime.
What's cooking, good looking?
In his robot mode, Optimus Prime looks beautiful. Looks like it jumped out of the cartoon, man. This looks so nice. I love it from head to toe. It is a very clean look. Hasbro did most of the heavy work here, though. The arms, chest, legs, that's all on them. That head sculpt, though, is not. This head sculpt, I think they ripped this from the original toy. I don't know, but holy, this beats out Legacy. This is like genuinely just Optimus Prime from Animated, like thick neck and all. Look at that. It has the feature where you push the switch down, and look, there he is. He's got his Optimus face out. Come on, this is incredible. And the chrome on it is beautiful. The camera isn't picking up the color difference, but it is a blue chrome versus the silver. This thing is gorgeous looking. This also takes a lot of stuff from the kit, so you get some gap fillers on the thighs, and there's probably some more shit that I don't care or know about. This is just basically like the perfect animated Optimus Prime. So like ever. Better than the original, which was not being by Legacy. Legacy really... I'm glad I skipped on Legacy, because this kind of makes up for it. Oh, my bad, I untabbed the feet. Don't worry. They don't untab on their own. That was me just doing this on accident, because I'm so used to like Marvel Legends and shit. Anyways, Articulation. Okay, quick editor's note. He's actually way more different than I thought, because I'm comparing him to an image of the Legacy version, and this guy is way more proportional. And I held him up to Motormaster, and he's taller too, so this thing has a bit more going to it than what I thought. Okay, now we can do...
You really ought to loosen up.
The articulation on this guy is very, very nicely done. Again, most of the work does go to Hasbro. I think all of the work goes to Hasbro, except it does lose the ball joint at the head, so he cannot look up anymore. He can only swivel side to side. If this bothers you, okay, sure. It's really nice articulation, very chunky feeling, you know. You get all this like geometry colliding against itself. The wrist has a ball joint. But the one thing I do want to commentate on is this thing is tight. Oh, as I say that, this joint flops. But what I'm saying is like the friction on this, it feels nice and satisfying. When you're articulating him, it's very, very smooth but tight experience. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm describing something that's not appropriate. His toes, if you untab them, he can kind of do that, but be careful. You know, you don't want to fuck up his balance and then drop him. You can also do it vice versa. Have his feet angled forward. But that one, again, you just gotta be really good at posing him so that it doesn't. There you go. Then you just have him lean into something. His waist has a swivel, his legs kick out and about, knee bends, and the ankle rocks. Yeah, this thing's great. His articulation is perfect. There's not much I could ask for other than, you know, him looking up or down, but just, I don't care. This head sculpt's so beautiful. I don't care. Alrighty, if the review ended here, I'd be like, you know, it's a good figure. It's almost cheaper than the original, or around the same price as the original. Yeah, it's a good figure. I recommend it. And then all this shit arrives, and you're like, what the fuck?
Let's see what you're packing, pal.
The accessories included include the original axe, which came with Transformers Legacy Optimus Prime. It has a slider, slides in and out. I have the Motormaster version of this, and this thing just, once you pop it up, it goes right back down. This one, there you go. I had to like smash it in. This thing is not going anywhere, and I really appreciate that. Tolerances on it are very nice. Let's talk about the main attraction, which is this third-party kit. I believe it's DNA Design who does these. I am not a fan of this stuff. I do not care for upgrade kits. I think they're just whatever. Oh, but it comes with this and that. That's great. And I'm someone who actively loves doing customization stuff, but I feel like for what you're paying, you are not getting your money's worth. I don't know the actual price of this, okay? But on BBTS, it's $67.
Oh!
This is not worth $67. Especially when you're using on the original, because the original is loose as shit. And what we're doing is adding a lot of weight onto these joints, and a lot of weight equals, you know, floppiness. Anyways, let's connect it and show you the first use of his accessories. Just plug that in there, and you plug that in there, and look at that. Now he's a full fire truck with a rod stick on it. And you can actually grab his axe and plug it onto the side to put all his accessories away, which is great. I love when you can store everything on the figure. Once in hand, this feels heavy. This has a nice weight to it. It has articulating arm, and you can move that down and stuff. You can angle it. It looks nice though. I cannot complain about how this looks, and the feel of it. Like I said, I feel like the feel of this product, just like this does not feel bootleg. When you deal with a bootleg product, you're expecting something cheap, something thin. This has a beautiful heft to it that I just... All right, just take them off. Come on. Come on, Prime. There you go. And there you go. Put you off to the side for now. Alrighty. So what you want to do is pull these parts up, and then you just kind of want to pull that. You got to pull it up and then out, and there you go. So this assembly right here, this assembly right here will become the wings. You get all this extra stuff. So, oh, it kind of falls off. So there are his Optimus fist, and then you pop this part out, and you have the Matrix hammer. Very, very cheap feeling. This is what a bootleg feels like to me. Hollow, thin, and pliable. That's the only part of this figure I'd say feels cheap and hollow. So that's good, right? So disconnect these parts, and now you have the parts necessary to form Jet Optimus Prime. But before we do that, we gotta do a little bit of prep work for Optimus himself.
Hello there.
Hey, buddy. All you gotta do is put his fists away, and you should be ready to go. Oh, no. There is one more thing we have to do. Lower that. And now we're ready to prime this guy up. So you want to grab this part and flip out the toes and the heel. Lift this part up. And let's do the same right here. Might as well just get it over with. There you go. Then you want to grab his boots. Put them on, because those were his boots, if you didn't know. And try to take advantage of his articulation so you can slide this over and then lock it into place. The metal kneecap will be covered by the white kneecap, giving him a lot of height. Let me do the same thing here. There you go. Once you got the click, boom. Now he's taller. He's a big boy. You want to grab these parts, and these are really simple. There's two pegs, or two holes right there, and there's a peg in each gauntlet, giving him big fists. All right, let's move this stuff out of the way, because he's getting pretty tall already. Now you want to grab his wings, and it's so simple. It's so stupidly simple. Just plug it in, put that, and these that were attached to the hose, you just want to grab them and pull out their pegs, line them up, plug that in right there, so you get some badass shoulder guns. You grab this part, and you can do two things with it. You can either have it as kind of this cool underarm rifle, or like a minigun, or you can plug it here and just give him more weight to his back, because that's what he needs. Although these big clown feet aren't going to, he's not falling. As for these, you just extend that, open up his hands, which makes it way easier for him to hold his weapons. That's something that the original kind of struggled with. My copy of Motormaster has that issue where it's just like, oh, it's a pain in the ass to put these weapons in. And there you go. There's Optimus Prime in his jet upgrade form, which I'd say it's loosely based off the finale of Transformers Anime. It does take a little bit of creative liberties with all the extra shit, but this does appear. So that's cool. This is insane, because this figure, this entire product, was no more than 30 bucks. And yes, it's a bootleg. And yes, yada yada. There's a lot of stuff that goes into, like, you know, the legality behind this. But come on, y'all. For the price, you can't argue with the value here. This isn't cheap feeling. It's very heavy. It's got good tolerances. You know, if this were the Hasbro one, this would have fallen. Because this kit is just too heavy for the original. I've seen reviews, and people are like, yeah, the kit's cool and all, but the original can't hold this shit. I will say that the grip on the axes, there you go. You got to find the right spot, because I was putting it here. So yeah, when you're gripping the axe, you got to make sure you find a thicker spot. Or not, this is the hammer. There you go. But yeah, this thing is incredible. Genuinely just a beautiful piece. With his new form, he does gain, he doesn't gain any new articulation, but he doesn't lose anything. He still has the, oh yes he does, his feet cannot move forward and back anymore, but he still has an ankle rocker, and he actually still has a wrist rotation, but it is very tight enough that I don't want to fuck with it, and the opening fingers. So when it comes down to it, man, this thing is incredible, and Baiwei hit it out of the park completely, which sucks to admit, because, you know, I'd love to support the official release of this figure, but man, I can't. That head sculpt destroys it, and it does include that overpriced kit within it, all for the price of around 30 bucks. I think my copy I got for 17, but with shipping it was around 30. For the price, I can't complain. There's not much that I can really say, oh, this sucks. I wanted to mention before I go, the instructions. This just looks like someone just took photos of it and then just edited it. I find that silly. It's very charming. And they have colored instructions. Crazy. If you like Transformers animated, or just like a good Transformer, man, this is good. I think you're gonna have fun with this. That's pretty much all I have to say. So if you like the video, give it a like. If you have any opinions on this or just the Baiwei company in general, leave it down in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to
subscribe to Silvernet.
take care, y'all. And as always,
I've never felt